Hey y'all, Noni here. Hi. If I look like shit, it's because I feel like shit. Um, I don't know if you saw my short, but I have COVID, and this might be one of the worst experiences of my entire life. I know for whatever reason, we're not supposed to say COVID or talk about COVID on YouTube or whatever, which is just fucking stupid because it is a thing that is happening to millions of Americans, and it has happened to millions of Americans, one of which I personally know that died from it. And boy, there were days I wished just, Lord, take me, okay? And there's still moments where I feel like that. So it started when, my daughter got married on the 12th, and like right after that, immediately after that, I started getting these horrendous headaches or migraines, which I'm prone to, but these were different. They like lasted way longer, and like I would do my little cocktail that I do to get rid of them, which usually helps like 100%. And if you're interested in finding out what that cocktail is, I have talked about it on previous videos. However, if you want to know and you think it'll help you, remember, I'm not a doctor. Talk to your doctor. But oh, yeah, you can email me at Noni, Noni, banana, Banana. I don't know. Look up how to spell banana. It fucks with me every time. I can't remember. NoniBanana2020@gmail.com, and I will answer your whatever question it was I was going to ask. I can't remember now, or you were going to ask. Anyway, so I was doing the migraine thing, and it was driving me crazy, and I mean, I couldn't function. Like, it was just days and days, it felt like. And then on the 14th, I had an appointment, a regular appointment with my doctor, because every 6 months I have to go for the whole med thing and blah, blah. So I went, and I had mentioned to him, I was like, I'm just having really bad migraines. I need some migraine medicine. So he prescribed something called Imitrex, which does work well, I have to say. Like, I may have used it at times when maybe I shouldn't have, but at the time I was like, I could feel it coming on, and I just was like, nope, taking the Imitrex, nope. And I might have to take it today because I'm having a horrible sinus pain, and I've done everything I can to get the pain to go away, but it's just hanging on. So I'd say, let's see, that was the 14th. Then when I came home on the 14th, I was like, oh, God, I don't feel good. I started having a little bit of a fever. I had no fever when I went into the doctor's office. No suspicions whatsoever that I could have COVID. I honestly started to think I was immune because everybody else that I've ever known has had it but me. And so I started feeling bad, and so I took the Amitrax and my usual, like, stuff. So then the next day I woke up and the fever was even higher. And I had remember reading this thing in this article, because y'all know I'm a medical nerd, about, and I don't even know why COVID, because like COVID wasn't on my radar, so I wasn't like, oh, let me look up COVID. it was just like, I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but I did. And it was like some rare and unusual symptoms of COVID. And I was like, oh shit, okay, well, this is interesting. Let me look it up. And it said one of them was burning eyes. Now, because of my small fiber neuropathy, my eyes, I wouldn't say they ever burned, but they, like, it would feel like someone was poking a needle, like a thick needle, right into my cornea. And it would just be like excruciating. Sometimes it would last so long that I couldn't drive. I'd have to pull over. And then what was I saying? Take a shot. And then, what was I saying, y'all? Shit, I'm so tired. I did the thing with the migraine. It was the 15th. 15th. Yeah, okay, so the 15th I woke up, and I remember this article that I read that talked about rare things. And one of them was eyes burning. Well, it was weird because I don't wake up with my eyes burning. Like, the closest thing I can explain it to is like, you know how when you do weed and then either then or the next day your eyes burn? It felt like that, only I don't do weed. I have CBD gummy bears, but again, they don't do that to me. So, it's so lovely and dark in here. So, oh my God. What? Oh, okay. So anyway, I had that random fact stuck in my brain somewhere. Didn't think much of it about burning eyes. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I woke up the morning of the 15th at like 5:30, and I was like, my eyes are burning. And like, before that I had the migraines, and before that I was having it's like pleurisy pain, and I thought, well, maybe it's costochondritis, but it felt so much different than costochondritis. Like, it felt like my lungs were like inflamed, and I could feel them pushing out of my rib cage, and it was very sore and very painful. So I was like, my girlfriend, I made sure that before, oh, by the way, I'm at me and Kelly's house. That won't be a long situation because his mother is an evil shrew, and I'll have to explain all that later. But anyway, but yes, I am here right for the moment. Sorry. So that morning, luckily, because I was living with a nurse, and I took a test before I left to see Kelly. I wanted to make sure 100% that I didn't have what's it called? COVID, because hello, he's got like cirrhosis, so that could kill him. So and I tested negative. I came back here on the 6th, so that is when I tested. Then I got here on the 6th, and honestly, all they did was rest because I was exhausted from all the things. And so I just did a lot of sleeping. Then came my daughter's wedding, which is great and beautiful, and she looks so beautiful, my little precious baby. And then we came home because, Kelly wasn't doing so great. And we came home. I felt, wait, that's the wedding on the 12th. I'm sorry. On the 14th, I went and got Imitrex. On the 15th of that morning is when I was like, burning eyes. That's weird. And like I said, I had a couple of to-go tests that I'd gotten from my roommate at the time, who is a nurse, ICU nurse. So, so on the morning of June 15th, like 6:30 a.m., I did another test. And it instantly came up, you have COVID. And I was totally shocked. So I woke Kelly up and I said, get the fuck out, because him getting it is a death sentence. And of course I was paranoid as fuck. So far so good. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. He hasn't gotten anything, thank God, because I'm so sorry. Because this would be a different ball game if he wasn't okay. And he even had to take care of me, or he still is taking care of me. Like, he's, God love him. I mean, but anyway, so I called my doctor. He prescribed hydroquinolone or whatever, that hydroxy blah blah. I don't know what it does, and I didn't finish it. I don't know if but I didn't. There were so many pills, and I have no idea. I have no idea if it helps. He put me on Z-Pak. He put me on a steroid. And so I was diagnosed on the 15th. By the 19th, I'm in the hospital because I'm thinking, this is it. It's over. This is how I die. Now, obviously, you guys have heard me talking about wanting to disappear myself, if you know what I mean. That is absolutely not how I want to go. Not being able to breathe. I had the pulse oximeter on my finger, which I think I should probably check it now. You can get them on Amazon. We got ours from Walmart because I needed it bad. So we paid like $30 for it, which of course pisses me off. But what are you going to do? Don't tell me that I don't have this damn thing. I swear to God. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is supposed to tell you your blood oxygen level, and it should be between 95 and 100 at all times. So I got down to 86, y'all. It was in my sleep, but I kept, I would get up and check it because I knew it was going low, and I wanted to make sure. So, anyway, My mother, because these are all the people that went to the wedding. My mother got it. She has COPD. My dad got it. He has diabetes. My daughter, who is pregnant, whose wedding I went to, also had it. Honeymoon ruined. And her new husband also got it. Now, I'm sure there's more than that. But it's the only, okay, this is it. See, this is good. It says 98, and that my pulse rate is 83. Now, that's weird because my usual pulse rate is between 48 and like 60. So I don't know why it's 82, but whatever. Anyway, so get one of these if you have it. No. Get one of these if you have it. It's a pulse oximeter. What? Why can't I say that? Pulse oximeter. You know what? That's not how you say it, and I don't care. We just call it pulse ox. Anyway, so I woke up on the 19th, and I was like, okay, I can't breathe. Like, there's so much crap in my chest, and my chest hurts. Like, it just hurts. It's so sore. That's the only thing I can think of is it just feels sore. So I go to the ER. They bring me back right away, and they find, and this is no shade against nurses. I think nurses are fabulous. I think they're doing God's work. And my aunt was a nurse, and she was an incredible person. And so I love nurses. But do not send in your fucking trainees to guinea pig my ass when I'm already suffering. I sounded 1,000 times worse than this. I had way less energy, and all I could answer was like, seriously, like, eyes closed, zoning out, can't answer a simple fucking question. Just take a look. Yeah, that's IV. Okay, IV. Number 1. She wanted to put it like, see where my forearm is? Like, I mean, you can't see it, but on the inside of my forearm. And I was like, oh, hold on. What the fuck are you doing? And it sucks because I usually always have Kelly with me during any emergency room shit. I can hold on to him. He can tell me, you're doing great, baby. It's almost over. Because I have a real needle phobia. Because without fail, somebody fucks it up. Every fucking time. Every time. Without fail, somebody fucks it up. And I told the lady this, and she was like, oh, no. She put on the tourniquet. The tourniquet was so fucking painful that I was just like, take it off now. So, they let go, and they let it go, and she was like, well, you have a nice juicy vein here. I can use that. And I'm like, okay, whatever, just whatever. And she wasn't having me she didn't give me a tourniquet, which I know I just complained about it. But it's like, if you're not doing anything, get it the fuck off. So I'm waiting for the tourniquet because I'm like, okay, well, that's how it's supposed to happen, whatever. Girl. She just took my hand like this. Just look. cupped it in her little hands and rammed a fucking, I don't know, huge metal rod up my fucking arm. Okay, look at this. It hurt so fucking bad. They took like 20 they took like 20 fucking bottles of blood vials. I don't know why, but they took a lot. I looked over and I was like, oh shit. And I just kept telling her, just hurry, I want you to tape it. Because every time she would change out the bottle, the little sucky, to get more blood in there, it hurt. She was wiggling it and just digging on it and pressing on it. And I was like, when are you going to tape it? When are you going to tape it? When are you going to tape it? Stop. She had like 5,000 vials of blood. I feel so bad for these people. Anyway, so I'm sitting there miserable as fuck, thinking I can't breathe. For sure they're going to admit me. That's what I thought. Like, there's no way I'm not getting admitted. So then they came in and they were like, I guess it was a new phlebotomist. He was really cute, but and his name was Basnook. But I just called him Bass. He had the warmest hands, and he was just, ooh, he was hot. Best thing about that fucking visit. Dark, beautiful skin, and just fit. You know what I mean? Like, he just... he just exuded something. I don't know what, but... and so I know he was trying to do his best. So what he was doing was, they need more blood. I'm going to access your IV line. And I'm like, okay. And by the way, they did not give me an IV bag. You would think they would give me fucking fluids or fucking fluids with B12 or something. No. I've never been to the doctor, had an IV needle put in, just to then not give me an IV. It was weird. They never asked me about insurance. They never asked me to sign anything. You know, they always come in wanting you to sign shit and make sure they get their money and, you know, all of that. And I didn't tell them, like, hey, I'm destitute. I have no way to pay for this. I didn't say any of that. So I'm not sure, like, what... I don't know. So, where was I? Okay, so, I'm in the hospital, and, you know, the nurse comes in, they do all their shit. A doctor comes in and it says, hey, you know, or a person that was, they came in and did a chest x-ray, and then somebody else came in and did like the stethoscope breathe thing, stethoscope breathe. I did that, and she was like, well, your lungs sound perfect. I was like, okay, well, they're not. So, and then the doctor came in and was like, so you've got COVID pneumonia, but, you know, we're going to go ahead and send you home with, a breathing treatment, and, you know, you should be fine. Everything will be fine. I'm like, well, I don't feel fine. I feel like I'm dying. Like, I mean, I don't want to go in the hospital, but, like, I want to go in the hospital. Only because it seems safer that if I'm there and something should happen, I'm surrounded by people that know what the fuck they're doing. So this is my weird breathing treatment contraption. I breathe through this. So you put your mouth on the mouth part, and then you okay, except I didn't push it, but as you're pushing, you're breathing, and then what they want you to do is breathe in and out for 50 or 10 reps. Which I have to say, that thing does make it easier to breathe. And then they sent me home. I think at most I was there for 2 hours, which that never happens. So anyway, I came home and just died. Still felt like dying. And now the fun thing that's been kicking in, I still have the cough, as you can tell. Still can't, talk without sounding, I don't know, like a dude. I could talk like this. Like this. If I talk like this, then maybe I don't sound so bad. I don't know. But fuck. What the fuck was I saying? Take a shot. Okay, so I'm at the hospital, and they're like, your husband's here. So I get in the car, and he drops me off home and goes and gets my scripts and gets me some food. And that is when I discover, food-wise, that the thought of eating food makes me want to vomit, and makes me incredibly nauseous. I'm talking nauseous, like sometimes like I gag into those little hospital gag bags that they give you, or dry heave, or but it's the constant nausea. Everything I try to eat tastes so fucking weird. It doesn't have no taste. It tastes weird as fuck. I have yet to find a food that I enjoy eating. The closest I've come is chicken or nuggets or whatever from the Nug place, the Nug place that everybody hates because the whole gay thing or whatever. I support the gay community. However, and this being Pride Week, it's important that, you make that known. But please forgive me. It's the only thing I thought I could get down, and that is relatively cheap, because we are broke ass people. So, so I came home, and it's the 25th now, so it's been 10 days, and let me plug my phone in. Like, I'm talking chocolate, I'm talking anything. Anything. Okay? It all sounds like vomit. Like, and it's weird because it's not just the smell and the taste. It's like the texture. Like, I love Ritz crackers. Love them. Love them with cheese. Love them with peanut butter. When I try to eat them with peanut butter on them, it makes me gag every fucking time. Everything makes me gag. The nuggets I can handle a little bit, which is why I got some to at least try to sustain some kind of energy. But even those are like, and every time I eat one, I can only eat one at a time. I just get it in there as long as I can, and like I had to spit up a chicken nugget in my mouth into the vomit bag, because I just, like, my body wasn't having it. So, and the smell thing isn't that bad unless my husband is cooking eggs, which, when you're cooking scrambled eggs, it doesn't smell. At least for me, it never has. It just smells like, oh, someone's cooking breakfast. But I could smell, like, you know how when someone makes boiled eggs and then they unwrap them and you're like, damn, that's nasty, like that kind of thing. Or, you know, if gas or whatever, if you smell that. So, yes. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought again. But yeah, so the cough still lingers. I've been doing a lot of this that I learned from my girl Mary on the Fry Life, because she has cystic fibrosis. She does this to loosen up the mucus. I'm wondering now, though, if there's any more mucus and it's just a dry cough. I don't know. It feels dry.
Still watching it?
I'm making a video real quick.
Okay, well, tell me when you're done. We'll still watch it.
Okay, I will. It won't be long.
I saved the last one for not watching.
Oh, that was nice. Okay.
Brings Christine's stuff.
They already brought it? We'll just leave it in the office. There's nothing sexier than trying to suppress a cough and talk. Anyway, the worst part of it is just the fucking nausea. I can't. I fucking hate it. And I know I should be glad because, hey, weight loss, and that is true. I've lost about 10 pounds. But, I don't want to lose 10 pounds this way. I've had the flu, I've had mono, I've had kidney infections, I've had all the things, and I do have to say, this is the absolute worst. COVID, you win. I'm like, it's my fault. I went and I got, this time, or October 21, I went and got the first shot, and I kept meaning to follow up. I didn't follow up. Maybe it was the fucking, what do you call that, holidays? I don't know. But I didn't. And so I got COVID. I hope and pray to never get this again. And the minute I am well, I will be going to get the second vaccine, and I will also be getting that fucking booster, because I will not go through this again. It was and still is after 10 days. Fucking horrible. It's just, I can't even describe it to you. I won't even tell you what's going on in the bathroom. Like, that's just, nobody needs to hear that. Nobody needs to hear it. So yeah, I'm still here at my house, which is Mimi's house. And little fun thing that came over while we were here, my husband with his, liver disease, and me, something just happened out there. What was he saying? Oh, it's so sad and ironic because we finally got back together on the 6th. Okay, we got 6 days together of cuddling and all that, but couldn't even cuddle because he had that bag in him he was very, skittish about, right? He didn't want anything near it. So cuddling was kind of like just holding hands. And then, so we had 6 days together. And then we had the thing. And then on the 15th, so we basically had 9 or 10 days together before he had to be sequestered into the bedroom. I mean, the living room, because the bedroom is crawling with COVID. So anyway, during this time, we received an eviction notice from my mother-in-law, who is still convinced that I made a certain someone do certain things that they should not. I did not know this person was doing certain things that I didn't know about. I didn't know. But apparently I did, and that makes me the spawn of Satan. And so she's trying to evict me. So that's a fun little date that we have to look forward to. Can't wait for that. It's hard to believe that you're going to be able to represent yourself. I have no lawyer. Nor can I afford one. But, yeah, I don't know how that whole thing's gonna go. But, living by the seat of my pants here. So anyway, that's the update for me. I don't think I should talk anymore because it's just making me cough. And I'm so fucking sick of coughing. But that is my COVID story. I hope yours was way better. Apparently my parents got through like it was nothing, which makes me feel like, oh, I really am 90 years old. How fun. So, and I have no idea if Mimi got it. If she did, she wouldn't tell us anyway. But yeah, I'm sure we were not the only people at that wedding that got COVID. So, sorry, peeps, if I gave it to you. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go. I'm super tired. But I will stay in touch and let you guys know how I'm doing. Yeah, I'm bitter. I'm so fucking bitter because I'm so sick of being sick. Like, it's the nausea. It's the constant nausea. And I'm taking nausea pills like prescription strength nausea pills, and they are not helping at all. So, you know, I don't know, man. Anyway, I have to go, but I will try to make another video soon. I know my voice is probably very annoying. Anyway, just quickly, let me show you the other fuck up, okay? So, because they took all the vials they thought they needed, then they came back in an hour and said, we need to take more blood. Only more blood would not come out. Probably because they had fucking blown this one. And, he kept, like, you know, like, sucking on it, doing the sucky thing with the needle, and then just, and flushing it. It was just gross. And he kept trying to make it work, and then he was like, well, let's use a butterfly needle. And I'm like, you fucking have a butterfly needle? Because the first bitch told me they don't. If you have a butterfly needle, use it. If you just need blood, because getting blood, if I give blood, like, out of the, I'd say the nook of my elbow, somewhere around there, I'm fine with that. Like, do I find it enjoyable? Would I want to go, like, pay money to do it? No, I wouldn't, but I can handle it. So anyway, this girl comes in, she sees how Baz is flailing, doing a really piss poor job of it. And I understand you have to learn. Like, you can't do this stuff without learning. I am not the best person to be used as a guinea pig. I'm not that bitch, okay? I will scream and yell obscenities, not at them, but I'm just doing it, like, in the air, like, fuck, shit, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my God, fuck. That kind of shit. And so then she was like, yeah, let's do a butterfly needle. So then she comes over. I was like, go ahead and do it on my left side. You are not poking me again on my right side. Girl, she goes for the fucking hand again. I'm like, what are you doing? You're just trying to get blood. So, hi, I have 2 whole arms at your disposal. Like, what's the worry with the hand thing? Like, I don't know, but she fucked that one up too. She got her blood, but she definitely fucking blew it or whatever. So, anyway, I know nurses are exhausted, and I know they're trying their best, and I really, really do appreciate them and everyone in the medical field and Baz. For a couple reasons, I appreciate him. Okay, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go possibly dry heave into a bag, cough my ass off, you know, all the fun things. But I will see you in the next video, though I don't know where I'm gonna be, because like I said, she's having me evicted, because, you know, my prescription drug use. Yeah, I have prescriptions. Whoa, that's fucking scary. I have proof. I've told her I have proof that I did not go in with an addiction. I do not have an addiction. I told her she could speak to my therapist. I offered to let her speak to my psychiatrist. And the entire time, she was like, no, 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 no. So she still believes I'm this evil woman that held a gun to my husband to make him drink. It's just insanity. I don't, like, I have, like, legit worries about her in terms of, you know, because this just is not like her. So I worry that, like, are you getting dementia? What the fuck is going on here? Anyway, that's it. I have to go, but I will talk to you soon. Okay? I hope you have a beautiful day. Mm-hmm. All right.